All right, what the heck is going on? Hope everybody's hanging in there, having a pretty good summer. It's 16,000 degrees here most days in Philadelphia. And you're probably wondering what in the heck happened to my regular videos. So I'm starting out showing two breeding pair of red dragons. It's a very, very nice line. The females actually end up developing long dorsal. Takes a little while, takes about a year for it to develop, and they're looking for food in the back, so they're not really cooperating with this. But these are about 5 months old, so there's no long dorsal yet. So anyhow, so trying to explain what the heck happened. Basically, about a week after I did the last video, intending to do another one, and two jerks in ski masks stole my beautiful cherry red 370Z in 3 o'clock in the morning after I went to bed about 2:15. So it was a nightmare for a few days. I called the police. They came right out, and you know, they called ahead to try to get districts below the one I'm in to look for the car. And it was 3 days of nothing. Of course, I reported it to the police. I reported it to my insurance company, and I reported the tag stolen to the DMV. I reported the Easy Pass stolen, and made a list of what was in the car. So very frustrating, because that was my retirement car. That's the car I researched for about 6 months before I retired, and found that car in West Virginia and had it shipped up here, and I owned it for 6 years. So about 4 days later, I got a call from the Geico claims people saying that the car's been located. They found it in Baltimore, stripped, totaled, dented. Everything was gone inside: seats, airbags, bumpers, tires, wheels, you name it. So then it took about a week to get a third party to get the car out of the impound lot. And once that was done, the adjuster got to go out and look at the car. He confirmed, and then started going back and forth about what they were going to pay for the car, because the problem is it was such a rare car version of a Nissan. It's their racing version, but it was cherry red, and they only made about 250 a year for 3 years. So there's very few of them in the world. So they were offering me about 80% of what the car was worth. I gave them 5 examples of the exact same car in a different color, selling for $35,000 to $39,000. And they came back saying it's their rules, it's got to be within 100 miles, and the ones I gave them were 1,000 miles away, because there aren't very many in the country. So finally got the money last week. Had to wait a week for the check to clear, so the whole thing's been a nightmare. But anyhow, so these are red dragons, and if I can get up off the floor here, I will show some other stuff. These are also some red dragons. See if I can get the focus on this. They're in a photo tank. I'm cleaning out a 5.5 to put them in, but you can see the males get very, very nice color, nice big pec fins, and the females will get some color, and the dorsal will grow. So anyway, so back to the car. So was going to try to get another one, but the problem is now they're 6 years older, and most of them, pretty much all of them, have too many miles, too many owners. Quite a few of them had accident damage that was repaired. So I moved away from trying to get the car I really wanted, because it could take years to find a 2-owner one again like I had. Mine was low miles. I had 2016, I had 34,000 miles on it, and it was literally pristine. So I guess it doesn't pay to keep a nice car because somebody's just going to take it. So the key fob was locked in a metal box. I had been told before that locking it in a metal box is enough to block the signal. They used some kind of a iPad, because believe it or not, they stole the car right under the floodlight security camera. So I actually have 10 videos of them trying to get in the car using the iPad to finally get the right code to activate the being able to start the car and taking the alarm off. And then they drove away. So the whole thing just sucks. So I didn't really do much with the fish for the last 6 weeks. Just enough to get stuff done so I didn't have too many losses. But I did lose some tanks of fish because, to be honest, I just didn't really care about anything anymore. So I'm probably going to get a 2023 Z. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm hoping they will be less prone to theft because the parts on it aren't as sought after on the black market like the 370Z Nismo. So the seats alone in my car were $4,000. The wheels are about $3,500. The bumpers are expensive. And basically everything they took was expensive. It's worth more than the car. The car is worth like about 35 or more. And the parts were probably worth about 50. So anyhow, so that's where I've been. Aggravated. Kind of started with shock and then depression and then anger. And then now it's just back to anger. Still really angry that they stole the car. The car they were in was very distinctive. It was a crappy red 350Z with a black bumper. So I know I saw that car a little bit of time before mine was stolen. So they must have driven past my house or driven past me on the road when I went somewhere. But I'm confident that I will see the car again, their car, and I'll call the police and get them arrested, since I'm not allowed to do anything else. So anyhow, so that's the Red Dragons, and that's the story about what's been going on. I was just going to say, you know what, I'm just not going to bother with this stuff anymore. Keep a few tanks, relax. But then I decided, yeah, you know what, I want to do what I want to do. I figured, when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, did people give up? Hell no! So that's where I'm at. Great movie, by the way. You should all see Animal House if you haven't. Now, this is a breeding trio of what were German half-black yellows. This one is more like a pastel, this male. And the females have a little bit of color, but you can see on the male, there's a little bit of coloring on top of the black, the back half of the body. So I'm trying to preserve that, but the chance that I can come out of it with pastels, now they're not going to be white, half black white, and they're not half black yellow. So if I can come out with a nice line of half black pastels out of this, I'll be very happy. And females don't have a lot of half black like a normal half black line. And I created this line with a cross of my snow white albinos and yellow deltas. So this is another tank of them. These males have a little bit more yellow creeping in the tail, but the females have really, really nice yellow. So I'm going to pull a couple of these females, I think, and cross them back to yellow deltas. Because, I mean, that is a terrific yellow. It's almost gold, I guess. Probably depends on your eyesight. And then I got a few females in there that have some black shading at the back of the body. So the problem I'm having with some of these, not these in this tank, is getting some yellow creeping in to the caudal and the base of the tail. So I don't remember as much what the IFGA rulings on it, but I know there's allowed to be another shade of with a pastel. It can have a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, depends, what the line actually is. So I don't plan on showing them. At some point I'll sell some, but I just wanted to give you an update on something besides my aggravation with the car. But you can see it's a very, very nice line, and I appreciate whatever people have to say about what's been happening. If you just like the video and watch it, that's enough. If you want to say something, that's fine. I'm still selling the food. I'm still shipping the food. It's just, I'm gonna take a small break from shipping the fish, mainly because it's been 97 or close to it every day here for the last 10 days. It's insane. Today, I think it ended up hitting 92 or something. Yesterday was the first day in about 10 days that it only got up to like 82, which is normal. So, needless to say, I did not put out the 2 tubs of fish that I was going to put out on the side of the house, because they would be fried by now. I know they'd stay a little bit cooler in the water because it's like a 20-inch deep tub, but it's not fair to the fish to do that. So I just didn't do it. Anyway, thanks for watching, anybody that's still with me. And I will do regular videos as long as nothing else goes wrong. I finally got the darn squirrel out of the house, and then the car gets stolen. So, been a few punches to the gut in a row. But my health is pretty good. Everybody else is pretty good. So it's just a car, and I will get something else. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, put them in the comments. You can send me an email. I put it in the video description. And thank you so much for watching.